right, welcome. Good morning. Good Sunday morning. First day of June. And we have officially, I believe, entered Death Stranding 2 month. I think Death Stranding 2 does come out this month. Let's see here. Alexa, when does Death Stranding 2 on the beach come out? See if it knows.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach will be released on June 26, 2025.
All right, so it comes out in 4 weeks. So the question for you guys off the top, shout out to you all. I'm Craig the Tech Guy. I have my own podcast. I'm also a panel member on 60 Frames No Lag, and which is Tuesday nights. Make sure you all check that out. Going to have a new thumbnail for the summer. Our summer thumbnail will be done. Shout out to people doing that. We'll make sure that so you'll see that first on Tuesday night when I think Porter Rock will upload it then. Also, big shout out to Porter Rock. If you don't know, he did an 8-hour, almost 7.5 to 8 hour debate with just some clown. And I couldn't believe how dumb the PC community is. Like everything just kept coming back to what they want. They want Sony to release their games day and date. That's ultimately what everything is now coming down to, because all the stuff going on at Microsoft. Shout out to Sick Humor. He did a podcast, great podcast on Friday. I was going to podcast Friday, but Next Gen and Sick Humor, a bunch of other people did podcasts Friday. Jez Grinds My Gear Jez, the real Jez, not the fake Jez. So at the end of the day, I can't say the end of the day. This is so much to talk about. Microsoft shutting down its handheld. Mike Ybarra, yes, that Mike Ybarra, responding to a tweet that Porter Rock put out about how Microsoft is going to, probably shut down production of the new console that they're doing. I mean, again, I don't want to come across as somebody who thinks that. I know there's a lot of people who are afraid, especially in the PlayStation community. A lot of people are afraid that that Microsoft is going to create a console or a PC, whatever you want to call it, a hybrid, whatever you want to call it, and it is going to be able to play PlayStation games, and that would effectively end the console war. I have seen other people, JTech TV finally saying he will retire from the console war, but it was going to take 3 things, and I'm not going to read what the 3 things are, but the mere fact that he still admitted that he's console warring, I think, is the victory. That is a victory, because that's what people have kept saying. Like, dude, you're still console warring. What the F? But we got to talk about a little bit of that. Talk about what has really happened at Xbox and why in the world they're in this position that they're in anyway. We're going to talk about that. We can talk about Death Stranding 2. That's a game we're going to be talking about. And what games are you playing? I'm playing college football, which I'm going to stream after this podcast. And I'm playing something called Stellar Blade. I'm getting towards the end. That game is fun to play. Once you get her totally leveled up, I can still use the same basic moves. I guess are locked in. But I'm really starting to enjoy that game. I love the symmetry with when they found that garden that the other girl that helps fix your equipment that she had, and it had Adam and Eve in the garden. I thought that was pretty cool how they kind of got that, they snuck that in. If you all are playing Stellar Blade, I'm not going to spoil it. It's on PC now. I think there was a demo that's on PC. Same demo that came out on PlayStation last year. I believe that's what it is. The game, again, there's going to be inevitable comparisons between the PS5 and the PC. Again, I don't know why this is a conversation the PC community is in. I stand by my statement that the PS5 is more powerful than a 4090, and that it's been proven because there's some game coming out. The 4090 only does 30 frames per second. But like I said, these PC idiots are so stupid that they'll throw a rock. They'll try to throw a rock down and can't even hit the ground. Like, that's how stupid they are. So just make sure you all check that out. There's a story going on. There's some game coming out, and it's only doing 30 frames per second. Just straight up garbage. And these guys are so stupid. They spend thousands of dollars on cards only to be stuck playing RTSs. Oh, okay. The breaking news I want to start with, though. The breaking news I want to start with. comes from Zuby Tech. And if you're not following Zuby Tech, make sure that you go and follow him. I'm gonna let's see here. I'm gonna try to find. Let's see here. I'm gonna put a trailer on the screen here that we can watch together, because apparently this game is coming to PlayStation. I think this is great news. So let me go ahead and get this loaded up here. And let me turn the, let me set my, whoops. Let me set the desktop audio. So I am going to put this on the screen. Now this comes from Zuby Tech. And apparently there's been some movement with the game Star Citizen. That's on, it's going to be on, apparently it's going to be on PS5, PlayStation, and possibly Xbox. It's we'll have to wait and see. They talking about a port of this right here. And let me go. Where is it at here? I just had it up here. Okay, so I have to go here. I have to do the screen capture. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I forgot how to do this. All right. So I'm going to show you a cinematic trailer. Let me go ahead and turn my mic down and we'll start it. Here we go. Might back on. All right. So, what did you all think? That is coming allegedly. Shout out to Zuby Tech. He broke this news on Friday. I got home and I saw this. I was like, please don't give me hope. So, as you know, yeah, I'm a big fan of Star Citizen. I do believe that that every PC owner, gamer, if you want to call them that, should be playing Star Citizen. Like, they should get up in the morning, play Star Citizen. I've played it on my PC. It is demanding, as the PC community would say. But again, they went out and they were so stupid, they bought 4090 and 5090. So it's okay for them to play this game. And it is arguably, it's the best looking game on PC. It is not even close. But that's an early build that you all saw there. The PlayStation build, the Xbox, it'll all be roughly the same. But apparently they're doing their, when you start hearing things like scaling and things like that, Roberts Industries, I think that's the name of the company that makes Star Citizen, they put an ad out, they put out a bat signal, so to speak, for people who can do the scaling. So looks like those games are coming. I think that's fantastic news. And so it's just more we get to enjoy if you enjoy those type of games. Now, before you say, oh, well, Craig, you know what, it looks like Star Citizen and things like that, you wouldn't be wrong. Or Star Citizen, I'm sorry, it looks like Elite Dangerous. You're right. It does. It does. Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen, and No Man's Sky. They borrow a lot of things from each other because there's a lot of things that each one got right. You know, No Man's Sky got the procedural generation right. Remember, people were mocking them for doing procedural generation. Which call it got things right. Star Citizen got things right. It forced Elite Dangerous to change. Now you can land on planets and things like that. You couldn't do that in Elite Dangerous originally. You have to go, now you can go buy DLC and do that exactly. So, but moving into the other story, shout out to everybody that's here now. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a share. And we don't have any, there are no goals, but if somebody feels frisky and they want to donate, there we go. And the donator will be on for anybody who wants to do a dono war. That you all call it. I stole that from you all. There you go. So now the dono war is set. It's a set for one donation. All right then. So as you can see, there's an arrow, and I believe if you donate, it makes this weird confetti, make the confetti fall. So shout out to you guys. Where have I been? I've been gaming. Like I said, I'm playing Stellar Blade, college football game. I won another championship. Going into the next season, I just started the next season. I'm 2-0. I was preseason number 1. I beat. It was weird. Okay, so I won a national championship 2 seasons ago. Then I got to the national semifinals and I got beat by Georgia. Then I played Georgia. I went back to the national title game the following year. I played and beat Georgia. And then my first game out of the 4th year was at the Georgia Dome playing Georgia, and I beat them again. So as of right now, my personnel matchup, I'm using the University of Miami. That personnel matchup against Georgia right now, I have the upper hand because I've won 3 of the last 4 times or whatever that is. So make sure you all check those games out. I'll be putting those games on. Hit the like button, like I said. I want to talk about the Microsoft handheld issue. There's other things going on. If you all didn't know, there's no more series consoles at Target and or Best Buy. I've had multiple people tell me this, so I went. I was literally, when I get off work on Fridays, I live close to a Target than I do a Walmart, and Target and Best Buy are right across the street from each other. And I do Target shopping. I stop there at Target. I get me a Crown. I get some Crown and cola. Getting ready for the summertime. Give me a little something to sip on. You all know. And grown ass man doing grown up things. And when I got there and I walked through electronics, because I just kind of make the U. I go in and go to the right and go to the food. I get my food, whatever. Get my bacon and eggs and. Come around the corner, here's my bread, get those things I'm going to be nibbling on the weekend. And go ahead and walk past electronics. And when I didn't really pay attention to it, but I did not see any Xboxes in Walmart, in Target. Like I didn't see any. So then I went to the employee and I'm like, "Where are your Xboxes?" And he was like, "Oh, you got to order them." So what is happening? Shout out to Sick Humor because he brought this up, and I think he's right about this. Is Xbox raised the prices? Xbox raised the prices to they raised the prices to of their Xbox Series consoles, and Target already has a whole bunch of them in stock. So why order more if you're not moving what you got? Well, you're not going to order more from Microsoft. But what I want to do here is just a little thought experiment here. While you all are here, I'm going to pull up Target and see if we can get us an Xbox here. I'm just gonna see because I didn't pay a ton of attention. The guy did say that you can't get them now. So let me see here. Let me go ahead and let's put this on the screen so you all can see it. So I go to sources here. Let me go to screen capture. Let's put this over here. All right, so that's Target. That is the official Target page. So if you don't know, Father's Day's coming up. So if you have children, happy no pull-out day. So we're gonna Series S. So I'm just because they don't have them in store. Okay, so see, it's shipping. It's shipping. It is $549. Wow, I did not know that. No, this is a Series X. I'm sorry. So they have the X and S, and so it's not in stock. So, and now you've seen they've changed this. I mean, this is here on the screen for you all. I want you all to see that again. It clearly says the fastest, most powerful Xbox ever. It used to say what? World's most powerful console. It doesn't say that anymore. But the mere fact it just says, and this is my Target. Okay, I want to make this clear. This is my Target in my city. Here, actually, I'm sorry, this is wrong. Let me change the city here. Well, let's do the zip then. All right, so let's change it. Allow this time. All right. So now let's see what we have on here. See what it says. See, look, pickup not available, delivery not available. Wow, they don't have them in stock anymore. Holy smokes. Wow. I mean, I'm kind of taken aback. I mean, I'm not saying this to be funny. And it's $549.99. So now you pay $100 more, you get a PS5 Pro. Well, let's see what it says with PS5. Okay, let's let's put PS5 in. Let's see if it says the same thing. I want to make sure I cover all the bases here. So of course, days of play, PS5 Pro is in. Wow, they got it in stock. Look right here. But this is in Grand Rapids. I don't want Grand Rapids. Why are they doing this? Here, this is effed up. See here. Well, there's only one left at Grand Rapids, so whatever the hell that is. So, but wow, they have that in stock. Unbelievable. Yep, here we go. It says Grand Rapids South. It needs to be. Well, let's use my current location. There we go. We'll do it again. This thing is being stupid. This is the Xbox. Nothing's available. This is in my city. So that's, wow. That's what I have to do. I guess I have to edit my location here. Out of stock. Wow. Now the campus, that's the University of Kentucky. They don't sell that stuff. So out of stock is different than not available. Wow. That's why it's there. Now let's see about this one. That's ready to go. That's ready to go. See, it says check other stores. My goodness gracious. Maybe they're out of PlayStations. Here we go. All right, here we go. Only 3 left. This is where I'm at right here. So, and look, only 4 left there. Wow. So they have them in stock. They have them in stock. Let's just see what it says here. Look at that. So I can order another PlayStation. Wow. I mean, that was a real report. Wow. Let's try Pro. Yep. See, they have them here. We have them in stock. So why is it saying that? I'm literally changing everything, and it's like, so hold on. Let me do. Yep. Only 2 left. So if you're gonna get one, let's see here what happens. Yep, there we go. I can order it. I can order it if I want it to. Wow, unbelievable. That report was true. Holy Toledo. Holy Toledo. You cannot get it. So let's look at Best Buy. Because the story was that Best Buy and Target had stopped selling them. All right, so let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see if this is in stock. They do have it. Well, I have to order it. That's why it says pickup. Wow. Wow. I mean, they don't have them in the stores. Holy Toledo. Wow. Look, I have to order it and then I can pick it up and I can pick it up on Wednesday. So they don't have this in stock. That's what this means. They don't have them in stock. I have to order it. So what they're doing now, this is wow. Hold on, let me see same day. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. And then let's see here. That's in Louisville. So they don't have them in my city. Let's do get it today. Let's do my zip code. Oh my God, they don't have it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hold on, wait a minute. Yep, see it ships. Wow. Wow. That report was right. That's all I can really say. So what is happening is, and shout out to Sick Humor because he said this. I mean, he's 100% correct. I'll just add to what he said, which is that they're not going to. Basically, what they're doing is that you have to buy it. So here, let me put myself on camera here. Let me get all beautified here. There. So if this was an Xbox, and it's not, all right, this is an Xbox. What has to happen is they don't have this in the store. This is a PS5. I'm saying this is an Xbox. They don't have this in the store. So I would have to order it, and then I can go. They would order it today. They could order it today. Microsoft would get the order today. They would ship it out probably early tomorrow. And then in a day and a half, I could go to Best Buy 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, whatever that is, and then I could go and pick it up. All right, I would go and pick it up. The PS5 Pro, I didn't put that on the screen. Hold on. Let's do that one more time. For Best Buy. So here, let me go. Let me take off that screen capture. So let me go to Google again. Let's make that small. Wow. I mean, this is, if this is true, then wow. Okay, I'm just like, oh man. Let's see here. Deal of the day. Okay, all right. So let me do PS5 console. Let's see here. Oh, they even have one open box. They have this one open box. The Black Ops 6 one is open box. Wow. All right. So let me just show you the difference here. Here, let me go over here. Let me screen capture this. All right. You see the difference? Look where it says pick up today. See, they didn't say that for Xbox. They don't have them. So this is confirmation of that story. Again, I didn't go to Best Buy. I was in Target. I just kind of, walking out of Target the way my Target's set up. I always walk past electronics, and I didn't see any Xboxes, but that's not that big a deal for me because I'm like, all right, well, maybe they just don't have any out on the floor. They don't have any in the stores. But PlayStation for Best Buy it's right there where you see that line there says pick up today. That means I can order it today and then go to the store and pick it up. All right? Or I can just walk into the store and get it and pick it up. So so that story is now confirmed. The Pro, look, pick up today. Pick up today. And it is on sale for $6. They have one. Oh, wow. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did you all see what I saw? Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's go down here. Open box from $584.99. That's actually, you can get this for under $600. Wow. So well, look at the Series S. Look, it says pick up Wednesday. That means they don't have any in either. I have 2 Best Buys in my city. They have neither one. They don't have any Xboxes in any of their stores because I have to order it and pick it up. Now they can order it. Like I said, they can order it from Microsoft. But wow. But this right here, open box, $584. Let's see if they have it here. So it's in fair condition. So I don't know. Look, it's ready today. They got it ready for me. They got it ready for me. So, oh man, they got one left. They can get it ready for me. I already have 2. So, this confirms that story, guys. We don't have to now guess all you're just console warring. Oh, you're just saying this to put Xbox out. We literally have just seen it it's not in the stores in my city. Check your own cities, however. That's bad news, man. That is bad news. So that confirms what people have been saying, which is I've been saying it. I give credit where credit is due. King Thrash has been saying it. Shout out to King Thrash. Xbox is getting out of the console business. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm done trying. Like I said before, you all are grown ass men and women. I'm not going to hold your hands on this stuff anymore. I'm just going to tell you what the reality is. If you want to deal with it, that's fine. But if you don't want to deal with it, I'm not going to be like, oh, what's wrong with it? I don't care if you don't want to deal with it. Because there's nothing I can do except be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Be authentic. So, and that's what I'm doing. And so yeah, Xbox is getting out of the console business. I see people keep on saying things like, well, why would they ignore 30 plus million customers? Well, it's like, well, you all been putting out consoles for 5 years, and it's like, that's terrible. That's terrible, so it's just not, I can honestly say now that Xbox with the 360, which I think is Xbox's greatest generation, we got games like what you're seeing now, Mass Effect. There is no Mass Effect without Microsoft publishing it for BioWare. That's just a fact. You don't have to like Mass Effect. I'm simply telling you the truth. BioWare did not publish Mass Effect. Microsoft published Mass Effect. Now, EA bought BioWare, and when they bought BioWare, they got the rights to Mass Effect, and Mass Effect 2 and 3 are published by EA. However, Mass Effect 1 was published by Microsoft. And so to me, the 360's greatest console generation, I can remember playing Mass Effect, Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six. These are all games I played. Rainbow Six Vegas, just great experiences on the 360. However, I'm sad to see Microsoft go. I'm not here bragging. I'm not laughing about it. I don't want to see their console fail. However, the consumers have made up their mind and they don't want the console. Shout out what Sick Humor was saying the other day. These Xbox guys, they bragged about not buying stuff, and now they're wondering why they're putting their games on PlayStation. It's like, well, the PlayStation community buys stuff. You guys actually will go out and buy things, and they don't. So I don't know how it is a flex to say, well, you all are supporting us. No, no. Nothing changed for the PlayStation gamers. They can get up and go to the store and buy whatever game, or go to the digital store and our digital store on here and buy the game. What changed for the Xbox, for the PlayStation community? Nothing. You can get up and buy the game like you have been doing as normal behavior. You get some extra money, you go to the store, you get the game, or you buy it digitally. There's nothing, either way, however you consume it but they're the ones who actually think it's a flex. I don't understand this. Like, I truly do not get why they think it's a flex, but you can kind of see what's happened now. You can kind of see what's happened is that they are getting out of the business. Their handheld has been shut down. We'll pull that story up. And there's, I think Porter Rock put on Twitter, if I read it correctly, let's see here, Xbox handheld shut down. So let's go to, let's go here. Let's go right there. Make this small. And we'll go to the source, which is Insider Gaming. And they put their handheld console on hold. So if they're not going to do the handheld, and now there's people saying that they're not going to do another console at all. This is going to be some type of modular PC device. I'm going to reach out to Hip Hop Gamer later today and to see if he's free. And I can try to book him through his YouTube page. Maybe we can set up a day next week or week at maybe around the 12th or 13th, somewhere around that time. See if he's free. He could come on to talk about these things. But Hip Hop Gamer nailed the whole thing with PlayStation being able to do the backwards compatibility thing. He nailed that. He talked about that first. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody else is jumping on board. But again, shout out to Hip Hop. He reported that close to 4 years ago, and I'm glad he kept the, what is it called? You kids call receipts. He kept it, and now you see it. And are you surprised? I have a poll up there. Are you surprised that Xbox shut down its handheld? All right, it shut it down. And people are like, well, they shelved it. Yeah, if they shelved it, they're not doing it. They shelved Zoom. They shelved all this other stuff they do. All that stuff is shelved, which means they're not doing it. So, what is this now? Marcus is saying he just checked GameStop. All Xbox consoles are pre-owned. Pre-owned, so they don't have any new ones in stock. That's what you're saying. They have no new ones in stock. Holy moly. Holy moly, add the guacamole. That is, guys, that's not good. I'm just saying, that is not good. That ain't good, people. That ain't good, my peeps. You know, that's effed up. If this is really happening, what is going on is that they're stopping. I get, let's just look, listen. I guarantee you here in the next few weeks, you're going to get a report that Xbox is going to stop production of the series consoles. I truly believe you're going to get this report that they're going to stop production on their consoles because again, what they if they pull it out of the stores, if they're taking it out of the stores, and then you gotta order only. Hold on, let me see if GameStop. Let me look at that too. I mean, because we got a bunch of GameStops in my city. It's like they're growing in the backyard. Let me see here. GameStop. Right now they're closed. Let's look at their stock though. Website. There we go. Let's type in Series X. Just putting that in. Because they may have them in stock. So, let's see here. I'm just reading the pickup store. Holy smoke! Wow! Wow, shut me down. They don't have them in stock either. Wow, that's brand new though. That's brand new. Let's look at pre-owned. Pre-owned is Xbox, right? Pre-owned Xbox consoles. There we go. Let's see here. Yep, they do have them pre-owned. All right, they have them pre-owned. So wow, holy smokes! I mean, that's wow. Give me a minute here. Wow, I did not. I knew this. You ever said something you knew it was true, and then when it starts happening, you're in shock. That's what I'm going through right now. I am in shock. So their PlayStation has new and pre-owned. Yeah, I saw that. Wow. I'm just you all don't, I'm literally hands. I mean, I'm like, wow. I can't believe it. That is amazing. Oh man. Wow. So just I mean, this is it. This is the end. But it is the Xbox community became their own worst enemy. And like Sick Humor said, they're talking about list wars and power of the console and all this stuff is just stupid. And the longer I saw myself, when I kind of took a step back and saw it, I'm like, I'm done doing this because Xbox is finished. Xbox is done. PS Portal in stock. Let's let's look. Where at? You talking about Target or Best Buy or? Let's see here. Best Buy PS5 Portal. Let's see here. Yep. It says pick up today. Midnight. Oh, they had the midnight black one. I didn't know they had it in black. Cool. Yeah, you can pick one up today. $199. PS Portal. Yeah, they have it in black. I didn't know they had it in black. So, wow, that's actually pretty neat looking. So, yeah, they have it in black. So if that's what you want, I guess the de facto color is white, but they have them in black. So, wow. Yeah, they have it here. It's here. I can put it in the cart. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, ready to pick up today. They can get it ready for me today. They can get it ready for me, I guess. So, wow. But again, the Portal didn't come down in price on the days of play. The Pro did, and you don't have to go through PlayStation Direct. The Pro is $650 no matter where you go. So just for the people who have been on the fence, for the people who have been kind of hesitant, which is perfectly fine, I recommend you go get one because there is a chance after the summertime when Sony stock is a certain par, it's going to go up. It's going to go up. So, The Last of Us Part 2 anniversary. Oh, is that this month? Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. Like I said, I'm playing through it now. I'm to the part where I'm using Abby, so I'm at that part. So it's it's crazy that yeah, I'm playing through that game again, and I also think something else that was telling is The Last of Us sold. The Last of Us Part 2 sold 2 million, whereas it Doom, a brand new game, sold less than a million. That's crazy. That is crazy. So El Nini says, shout out to El Nini's a mod. And so he says Amy Hood needs her money filled. Yeah, pretty much. That's what's Amy Hood's in charge now. Amy Hood and Bond, Sarah Bond, and they want their money. So let's see here. Well, 10% said 10% of you all say you're getting it ready. So I assume if you're getting it ready, you got the pro. And right now, I've seen multiple people, at least on my, I want to make this clear, my Twitter timeline or my X timeline, that have traded in. I saw a guy trade in his PS5 and his Series X, and he had an in-store credit of like $582. So he went and got the Pro. He said, "Damn, I got this for such and such, and for less like $140. What's the first game I should play?" And people put, people had Uncharted, they've had Bloodborne, they had The Last of Us, they had Infamous. I mean, they had a bunch of games listed for him to try, and so he seems like he's happy. So, let's see here. Plus, Ultra says that the earth of all Xbox, they cleanse the earth of all Xbox has been a scourge on video games since their introduction. Well, I mean, I think that's a little harsh, but I don't think so. I think their consoles, they just missed the mark. I mean, Phil Spencer did say they lost the worst generation that they could have lost, and that generation that Sony won, the PS4 generation. I guess that's the pivotal generation that everybody is saying that it is. So I think Phil Spencer's testimony was correct. That's what it says. So they really messed up the music. I haven't played Doom in a while. So to me they should bring back Unreal Tournament as well. But that's it. Yeah, hip hop gamers, the GOAT journalists. I agree. He got that right. So. Oh no! Somebody said Chocolate Thunder will give a bot a freebie since they're starving out there. Yeah. Well, that's just it. See, Microsoft has corrected the cadence problem they had when they didn't have any studios. They only had like Halo, Gears, and Forza. They paid for that. They didn't have studios for like 4 years, and they went out and got them. And now their cadence is much better. It's much better now. But it's still effed up, what's happening. And, I got people saying, well, the ponies are paying for our Game Pass. No, you're paying for Game Pass, which is about to go up again. Game Pass is going to go up. Shout out to Crossfire. I've heard it's going up to do day and date. It's going to go up to $25 a month. So 25 times 10 is $250. And so you're going to be paying $300 a year for day and date. You might as well just go ahead and buy the damn games. You're paying $300, and you can just pay $70 and you can pay $70, and you can buy the games. It just makes sense for you to buy the games. So it says Shadows only sold like 2 million copies. That's the only flop. See, is it a flop? I don't think Assassin's Creed Shadows is a flop. It's a very well made game. So. It says here they sold 3 million copies within the first few days of release. So then it says later reports said it actually sold 1.3. Many fans have labeled the games. Many fans, there you go. So there's your problem. Criticize their initial claim. So again, I just it looks like there's a discrepancy on how many they have sold as of right now. So, but again, I got to get back to after I finish Stellar Blade. I will be playing. I will be playing. Getting back into Assassin's Creed Shadows. I really enjoyed it, Assassin's Creed Shadows. So, Summer Games Fest, get ready. Yeah, you all need to be getting it ready now. What are your top 3 games you want to see at Games Fest? I only really have 2. I would really like to see. One is called Exodus. I don't know if you all been following that. I would like to see an update on Exodus, and then I would like to see that other game. Is it Judas? Yeah, Judas. I would like to see something on Exodus. I would like to see something on Judas. Now, that's me. And then I'll take a step down. I've seen some stuff on the college football game. That comes out next month. I can officially say that. Comes out in July. So I'll be buying that, definitely. Let's see here. Then, Ghost of Yotei. I'm like, all right, I'm buying Ghost of Yotei. So I don't really have to see a ton. So... let's see here. Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, that's coming out here in a few more weeks, isn't it? That is. But yeah, the public has decided that they don't want Xboxes. So, wow. I mean, they pulled them off. Guys, I never thought that they would just pull them off the shelves. And they have. So, wow. So, Phantom Blade and Intergalactic. Okay, fair enough. Those are your top 2 games. Yeah. Phantom Blade, I think we get something on that at the end of the year. But yeah, that would be cool to see it. I would like to see something on. Are any of you all planning on possibly buying Hellblade for PlayStation? Like, if you played the first Hellblade, are you going to go ahead and play the second Hellblade? I'm hearing things like Ubisoft. I'm hearing they're doing like a game called Assassin's Creed Hex, which is supposed to be happening during the Salem witch trials, apparently, allegedly, and they're allegedly doing a remaster to the original Assassin's Creed. EA canceled Black Panther. Yeah, I mean, again, when you have a Disney IP, a Marvel IP, Marvel Games IP, they want to see progress, and allegedly that game was not where it needed to be. So they canceled it. In essence, you have to hit deadlines. It's like, okay, by this day, you need to have this done. By this month, you need to have that done. And they weren't anywhere close. What do I think about The Last of Us 2 season finale cliffhanger? Oh, I mean, that's what happened in the game. If you remember the game, Ellie is in the theater, and then she hears some commotion, and her and, is it Glenn or Dina Baby Daddy? Her and Glenn, they come out of the, they come out, and then they shoot. Abby shoots Glenn. I thought Lev shot Glenn, but I could be wrong. I haven't played the game in a while, so, yeah, let's just, that's what happened in the game, and then as soon as that happens, Ellie says, okay, Abby. Okay. She puts her hands up and says, I know why you killed Joe. Or so it was something like that. And then that's the end. And she says this thing in the game. So it's following the game. And then what happens as soon as that scene cuts, it cuts right to Abby being out in the wilderness with her father. So, and then it goes from there. So, and that's where I'm at in the game. So, that's what it's going to be, and it won't come out till late 26 or early 27. So yeah. You would play Heavenly Sword before you played Hellblade. Okay. All right. I'm just asking that you all plan on, if you played the first Hellblade and you enjoyed it, will you play the second Hellblade? I like the first one, so I will buy the second one. And that's just me. I'm only speaking for myself, hence why I asked you guys, what do you all think? So, Corey Massey's in the house. He's a mod. He says that Assassin's Creed Shadows is the second most sold game of 2025 behind Monster Hunter Wilds. AC Shadows did not flop. You're a flop for repeating that. Well, I think, and I don't think it was a flop myself, but what you got is a bunch of butthurt incels, and they want the game to flop. They want the game to flop. They didn't like the fact that not only did you have a woman in there, but you also had a black dude in it. It was a Shogun. They were going crazy. They didn't. Again. This is why I said before months ago. White supremacy affects everybody. It even affects white people. That's why I said that. Okay. So I said that. So shout out to Corey Massey. He's just looking at my community leaderboard, and we got like Alexander is number 1. Corey Massey's number 2. Goku is number 3. That's a tie. You all tied at 75 points. So El Nini's got 75 points. Junior's here. He got 25. Junior, you got to start coming around a little more. So do gamers just hate Bella Ramsey? No, they don't. They have never liked that game. They don't like the quote unquote the direction that game went in when they killed Joel off. They just don't like. So it doesn't matter. Bella Ramsey is the best actress for that part. You can clearly see it. She's acting her ass off. She's doing her job. And people don't understand casting. Sylvester Stallone, the cast that he has, I don't know if you were watching Tulsa King, the cast he has in there isn't your typical mob cast. I mean, they're not your typical guys. If you watch Mob Land on Amazon Prime, those have your typical, stereotypical gangsters. And Tulsa King, they don't have that. But the cast is so good. It's called cooking, and you let the cast cook. That's what you do. You let the cast cook. You let the writers do their thing, let the cast cook. So it's just people are saying, well, I don't get it. They keep saying, well, Bella Ramsey's just too small, but it's not like Ellie is a 6 foot tall woman. Ellie is maybe 5'8", maybe 5'8". So, and I've watched that scene between her and Dina 48 times, and that's a great scene. That's the way you take it to a girl. Ellie took it to her. So, but people are like, well, they wanted the scenes to be more violent. I don't know what's more violent than. I mean, when she killed, was it Owen and then that other girl, Mel? That was pretty violent. Okay, that was pretty violent. Now, in the game, it was more violent but Mel attacked her, and she got the knife out of her hand. If you see what Ellie did in the game, she takes her hand, she takes the space between your thumb and your finger, and she presses down on that nerve, and that hurts. That's a release point, and that girl dropped the knife, and Ellie got her to the ground, and boom, finished her off. So yeah, it's Bella Ramsey is a very good actress. She's young and up and coming. All you kept hearing people say, well, they should have gotten this. They're going to criticize it no matter what because they don't like. I mean, look, I promise you, I saw a post when not from Post Up. I saw people posting on social media that when they were making the movie, when they announced they were making the TV show, there were people saying, well, Sony has a chance to fix this. They don't need to kill Joe. I mean, they were saying that. Remember what DJ Vlad told Tariq Nasheed? If you watch DJ Vlad's show, he told Tariq Nasheed that if white men do not have a character they can identify with, they're going to try to burn everything down. That's what you're seeing with The Last of Us. All right, and they'll say all kind of things. Oh, they deceived us during marketing. Yeah, and so did Kevin Feige with the Avengers. I don't know if you remember Avengers Endgame. All the Avengers running through that jungle. That never happened in the movie. It's called deceptive marketing. That's what Sony did. Sony makes movies. They use deceptive marketing. Well, they lied. They should be sued. Why? You remember when Druckmann said, yeah, it's a screenplay of the game. That's all the TV show is just is a screenplay. So it's just like in the TV show that they just did, Andor Season 2. What they did in Andor Season 2 is every 3 episodes, a year passed. Every 3 episodes, a year passed. Donation ends in, Dono War ends in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. If you want to donate to make the confetti rain, go ahead. If not, that's cool too. So it's it's what was I just saying again? Yeah, so no, it's a direct. It's not a direct come down of the game. It is a it's just they're gonna modify. It's a screenplay. It's like okay, but with Andor, they did like the first 3 episodes of season 2. Then a year went by. Then the next 3 episodes, another year goes by. So you finally are led up to when Andor is marching through the woods with K2, going to go see the guy that you meet in Rogue One. That's where that ends. So we'll have to wait and see. So, yeah, show's not going to be like the game and made it seem Joel was going to last longer. Well, I mean, he lasted a season, and I don't know what people thought. I remember I told you all, I said either they're going to do this, I thought either early, but in order to keep people hanging on, I'm like, maybe they'll do it second to last show. And I said the last show will be Dina and Ellie riding off into Seattle. But they did it up front. They're like, boom, we're getting it over with. So, what is somebody saying now? Business Stream says that Microsoft released basically a PC disguised as a console. Doesn't that mean it will have zero optimization? It's like a standard PC. Oh, good question. I don't know. I mean, like I said before, the PS5 Pro is my last console. So I will cover things on PS6. Like it's gonna have if you're interested, it's gonna have UDNA. It may have 32 gigabytes of RAM. I don't know. That's just kind of what I've been hearing. So we'll just have to wait and see. PSSR by the time PS6 comes will be in its possibly third, or it'll be like 3.5, and then they'll get the highest end version of PSSR. I can tell you right now, it is going to target 8K. So if you're not interested in buying an 8K television, don't buy the PS6 because it's just going to sit there and have a mode that you can't use, that you cannot use. Is IGN downfall coming? Yeah, I think by the end of the year it happens. I think that happens by the end of the year. So some YouTubers say that Xbox canceled the console as well. See, Porter put that out as far as when they're going to cancel the console. I think Mike Ybarra. Now, the way I read Mike Ybarra's statement, the way I read it was they did cancel the console. Like he said something like that's, you know, it was something like, I forgot how he said it, but the way I read it was that they did cancel it. So, and again, if they're pulling, I really want you to think about it. Let's just do some logic here. If we have now seen with our own two beady little eyes, if we have seen that Microsoft has pulled Xboxes out of GameStop, they've pulled them out of Target, better known as his gangster name Tarjay. They pulled them out of Best Buy. We gotta get to a point where logically I can say I don't think they're making another console. But again, have to wait and see how it goes. Okay, I have to wait and see how that goes. But I think it'll be. I just don't think people are gonna buy it. You know, I take that back. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm not gonna buy it. Okay, I'm not gonna buy it. You need to finish watching what The Last of Us. Well, again, if you play the video game right where it literally ends, Last of Us 2 TV show ends where Ellie gets, I can't say she got captured, but whatchamacallit is there. Abby is there. So you got to understand how they jumped that time. Abby goes to the Ferris wheel. She finds Owen. She finds Mel. But if you remember, Ellie did drop that map. Okay? Ellie dropped that map. So when Ellie dropped that map, she does find it. Because I remember I was saying that a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I can't remember if Ellie dropped the map. Because I couldn't remember how she tracked them. So when in the game, she clearly says, when she finds that map, she says, oh my God, they've been tracking us or something like that. So she knows. Oh, my phone is buzzing for. Oh, well, it can buzz. Hold on. I don't know. Give me a call later. I'll give you a call later. I don't know. After two. I got plenty of movies. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Well, just give me a call. See if I'll be around. Okay. All right. Ah, my bad. So somebody wants to go fishing. So, but yeah, so that's where the TV show leaves off. It's just right there. So, but the way they do that jump, that time jump, is you get to play. Now we get to play as Abby. Now we get to play as Abby, and we're going to go to that point. And this is where Abby and Ellie have their first showdown. So, and it goes from there. And it goes from there. So I have to wait and see how that goes. So, stop playing the first game because you were busy in the military, but some levels. Yeah. Those are good games. They're very well written games. Series S has 4 teraflops. The Switch 2 has 12. Well, like I said before, the Series S I think is successful if they do 6.6 RDNA 2 T flops. That what they could do. They could have gotten 1440p 60 with HDR on all their games. That's what I would have done if I was in that room. I would have said, let's do 1440p 60, 1080p open frame, high graphic settings on these games, and HDR. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. So it sucks that that they didn't do that. Again, what they wanted the Series S to be was a companion console. They literally thought that you guys would buy PlayStations and then you guys would go out and buy Series S's to complement the PlayStation. That's what people are like. Why they do it? That's why they thought. And again, Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer made their big move when Sarah Bond had Black Ops 6 go into Game Pass. That was her idea. That was her idea. And when those did not, when the number did not move the way they told the shareholders it was going to move, Satya Nadella came in there and said, okay, we're going to start putting games all over the place. And that's what they're doing now. That's what they're doing. So I don't, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's see here. Corey Massey's saying they do a pre-built PC and call it an Xbox. Pretty sure it's just going to be the PC version of games set to whatever the hardware standard is. Yeah, I can see that too. So, I can see it too. There's some YouTubers saying the Xbox. Yeah, I read that one already. That Microsoft will subsidize the next piece of hardware. I agree. I think the days of subsidies is over. I just, I've been saying that though for about 4 months. Hey, nobody wants to listen to me. I'm like, that's why I keep saying, you better get it ready. Hey, you better get it ready. You better, been saying that. Get your money ready if you want to stay in the gaming. I mean, again, there's so many games coming out. I'm not gonna be able to buy them all. I literally had to make a list. And be like, all right, well, I'm not gonna be buying this game. I'm buying Death Stranding 2. I still haven't bought Indiana Jones. And remember, I told you guys that I'll probably do a 2-for-1. At the end of the year, when you buy 2 games, you get 1 for free or something like that. I'll do that. I will do that. But I still haven't bought Forza. And Forza is, I don't know if you've seen it on the Pro. Holy smokes. Ray tracing, better draw distances. Everything is just better. And it's already a really good looking game. So, but yeah, I agree. There's going to be no more subsidies. I think that's over. I think that's over. So, you don't mind an 8K 30 mode? You're talking about for the PS6? PS6 is going to be 8K60. That's what they're going to target. So 8K60 with 8K30 as well, and 4K like 120. So again, because that's their next step in their evolution. And so again, I want to make it clear that I'm not saying not to buy a PS6. I'm just saying I'm not going to buy one, but I'm not going to buy a 8K television to take advantage of everything that it does either. I'm just not that interested in the heart. I mean, I'm getting 4K, granted upscaling, still looks great. Shout out to me and Foxy Games UK. Told all you homosexuals that the way games are upscaled was getting better, and that they were going to use techniques to give us what we're getting. And we're getting really good. Again, I can't complain about the fidelity on my PS5 Pro. I mean, these games look stunning. And I have an older TV. So again, for me, I'd rather have a new TV than another console. That's just me though, okay? So I'm looking to buy the C series TV or a Samsung TV with 2.1. Somebody can give me suggestions over the LG C series versus the Samsung whatever series. You know, I may switch back to Samsung because Samsung's TVs tend to run about a couple $100 cheaper than LG. So let's see here. Nova Red's in the house. Bonjour, Nova Red. Bonjour. Hopefully Paris is still very, what's that word we use here in the United States? Very pretty at night and romantic. So see here. Roughly the power of a Pro. You talking about the Switch too? Yeah, and the Pro ran games fine. I mean, you look at the Nintendo games. Look at Nintendo's games. It's not like they're demanding. So they have plenty of overhead, and that is for the for third party. So it is what it is. Nova Red in the house says, should we wait for PS6 Pro or the gap between Pro and 5 and up? Well, again, the PS5 Pro can do some 8K. I mean, it can do some 8K, but clearly on the box it says 4K 120. Doesn't mean it won't support 8K. The PS6 is going to, up here, it's going to say 8K. That's what it's going to say up here. 8K HDR. It's going to have ray tracing. It's going to have all that. It is going to be the ultimate console for the people who want that. It's going to have not RDNA, but UDNA. It's going to possibly have 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's going to be anywhere from 28 to 36 RDNA 3 to RDNA 4 teraflops. It's going to have the newest RDNA 4 ray tracing along with PSSR, like PSSR 3.5, 3.8. So you're going to get the creme de la creme. It's all there is to it. It's also not going to be subsidized, like Corey Massey's saying. It ain't going to be subsidized, so you better start getting it ready. I mean, that's all I can say. So it depends on what you want. I have what I want. I am, as the word would say, content with what I have. I'm not settling, I don't think. Because somebody had told me when I was playing Combat on Atari, I would be playing games like Forbidden West, or playing games like Uncharted, or playing games like Forza, or Helldivers, or I mean, I could not imagine that. So I'm good. As you kids would say, I'm Gucci. So, but it is up to you. You have to decide, and I've said this before, you all have to decide as consumers what you all want your experiences to be, and then go get those experiences. That's up to you. My experience, I'm getting 4K fidelity. It's not native. You're right. But I'm fine with the fidelity. I'm fine with the sound. I'm fine with the controller. I'm good. I mean, everything's been improved. So I'm just like, I don't know myself where else I could take it. What else I could expect? You know, if I want a better picture, I can get another TV. I don't have to go buy a console. If I want better sound, I can get more headphones. I can get better headphones, right? So, but there's no reason for me to do that. Paris is celebrating PSG. What is PSG, if you don't mind me asking? So, Corey Mason, there's no way AK60 is going to be targeted when PS5 Pro cannot rely. Well, PS5 Pro can do 4K 60. I don't have any issues. Every game, again, the games that I play are through PSSR. I didn't say it'd be 8K native. Well, maybe I did. If I said 8K native, I think it'd be 8K upscaled at 60 frames per second through PSSR. Maybe they will get some 8K 30 native games, but just remember the Sony's developers are going to, especially the first party guys, they targeted 8K. Yes, I have heard news on The Last of Us Part 3 video game that it could be something that they do for PS6. That way that game, it goes from PS3 to PS4 to PS5 to PS6. You see what I'm saying? So, but I don't, will they be able to take The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 and give you upscaling 8K? Probably, or somewhere close to that. It's already 60, so they're going to maintain that. Now, Last of Us Part 3, have to wait and see. So soccer pairs team, Saint Germain, they won the league. Okay, cool. Congrats. That's great news. Nova Red says GT6 PS6. I can't blame you. I can't blame you. I mean, right now, what I saw with GTA 6, I just thought that was sorcery. Like, they got that on a base PS5. Holy cow. So, your son is making you play Night Rain. See, I've not played Elden Toilet Ring, so I'm just not into those type of games. I am enjoying Stellar Blade, but these quote unquote Souls games, you all call them, I don't care for those games. That's why I keep saying Bloodborne is trash, because to me, it's trash. So, think there's more 4K 60. Yeah, the Pro, this guy does 4K 60. So, just for me, I mean, and that's the way I set my games up. So, let's see here. Nova Red says, "Holy cat." Hold on, wait a minute, Alexa. How do I say cow in French?
Cow in French is vache.
Oh, vas. Holy vas, a vas. I'm sorry. So, this has been getting lazy. Not the first party. I mean, again, you all got to understand, when you buy proprietary hardware, it is to run proprietary software. That's why you're getting it. Do not get caught up in the, because CD Projekt Red isn't doing XYZ, EA's not doing that. That's not why you buy proprietary hardware. That is something you all got to come to a reckoning with. You all just have to do this, okay? Again, I'll say it again. I bought my PS5 Pro because that's Mark Cerny. I mean, Mark Cerny didn't show a ton of third-party games when they introduced the Pro, did he? He showed Uncharted. He showed The Last of Us. They showed Horizons Forbidden West. They showed you first-party IP. Again, I wouldn't buy the Nintendo Switch 2 to play Cyberpunk. That's not why you buy the Nintendo Switch. You buy it to play Mario and possibly Star Fox and Donkey Kong and stuff like that. That's their proprietary stuff. So again, you all got to get past this stuff. You do, because you're going to be disappointed. You will be disappointed. All right? So, said Bloodborne was cool, but Elden Ring was trash. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, Nova Red, people have been saying to me, Nova Red isn't in France. She's downtown at the bus stop. I'm like, no. If I ask her a question about how to speak in French, she always will tell me. She will always put it up there. So she knows her French. But congrats on your football team winning. That's always fun. That is always fun. To be in a city when you win or your team is winning or something like that, it's always fun. People are a little bit nicer. The food tastes a little bit better. So the men and women look a little bit nicer. So everybody, that's what my football coach told me back in the day. You might as well win, because then the food tastes better, the drinks are colder, and the women are prettier. think Switch 2 is your last console you're buying at launch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Low Red says she is at the bus stop. Says, why not? Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, 45 of y'all have voted in this poll. I'm going to end the poll in 1 minute. If you haven't voted, it is a very simple question. Are you surprised that Xbox shut down its handheld production? Again, it's just a yes. I got yes, you are surprised, which is set at 7%. 87% of you say no. I'm in the 87% myself. And then another 7% of you say that you're getting it ready. So that's all we can say at this point. If you haven't bought a Pro, it is on sale for days of play. I recommend you buy it right now. Go get it, okay? Tell them that you're coming in there. Tell them to get it ready for you. Just tell them, hey, I'm coming in there. Y'all need to get it ready for me. If you all saw me pick up my PS5, what one in the chat you all saw me pick up my PS5 Pro, and then you heard what I said to the girl. I'm like, yeah, here's my receipt. I'm here for my PS5 Pro. You all need to get it ready for me. Oh, it was so much fun. Then I came home and struggled putting the CD player on there. My God, that was crazy. Trying to put that on there. So, you have some gorgeous women over here in Texas. Yeah, there's pretty women all over the world. Friend of mine's son just got married in South Korea. His girlfriend is stunningly, or his wife, I'm sorry. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. So, I mean, so yeah, pretty women all over the world. So, I'm sure if his Capono's married, his wife's probably from Texas. I'm sure that's what he's talking about, right? Nova Red says maybe she should write in French only. Yeah, I mean, you would probably get a laugh out of me because I would be trying to pronounce it. So you all syntax is just different. But I think you all's language is very pretty. So, and I tell most people around the world that everybody speaks 2 or 3 languages, but in America we only learn one language, but we're telling people to learn Chinese now and learn Spanish because, I mean, everywhere you go now, you hear people speaking Spanish. But I live close to the campus, college, the university, so I'll hear somebody speaking Spanish, English, Mandarin. I'll hear all that in a day. I'll hear all that in one day. Swahili. So this here. So yeah. So French is easy to read because a lot of words are somewhat similar. Oh no, I'm not. Hey, shout out to the French. So shout out to the French who invented the word sabot, I think in French means to stop or slow down. So the French resistance, I think, are the original saboteurs, I think. So, but yeah. Nova Red. See, I can't even pronounce that. See, to me, what it looks like you wrote down was noose. What was that? Eight Terons. La. I think La is PS5. PS6. Detout. This says Spout. Bacon. The A is weird looking. And then it says calls the GTA 6. So, okay, cool. Corey Matt says New York accent. Well, when you were on here, your accent wasn't that heavy, Corey. Sabat. Yeah, and the word sabotage comes from sabat. So, yeah, see, I know some things. I know something about the French. They have the Eiffel Tower, and the city is pretty. Paris is real pretty at night, and Sabat. So, we will buy PS6 anyways because of GT6. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that people won't. I just won't be one of them. I mean, I won't. And I'm not going to sit here and say you all shouldn't buy this. I'm not going to sit here and say that, who is it for? If you want a PS6, just remember you better start getting it ready because more than likely Sony will not be subsidizing. So just be ready for that. That's all I'm saying. Be ready for that when you walk into the store and you see that price, I don't want to hear it because you know they're working on PS6. We know what they're going to shoot for. Just be ready for it. This, like I said about Grand Theft Auto. Hey, how much money have you all put back for Grand Theft Auto 6? I have put back $42. So I'm at $42 and I'm a year away. So I will put back $10 a month for the rest of the year. So that's 10 this month, 10. So June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So I will have $100 and roughly $10 or $15 at the beginning of the year. Then I will put back another $10 a month. So that gives me about $160 to buy Grand Theft Auto. So when it comes in and it says 99.99 USD or basically $99.99, I'll be like, okay, well, here you go. I already got it ready for you. I already got it ready. So even if I put it on a credit card, as soon as I get the game, I'm going to literally go log on to my Capital One account. As soon as it'll say $100, I'm just going to pay $100. Like, oh, boop, here you go. Not going to listen to you. So, you still think GTA skips Series X? A lot of people are saying that. So, I don't think they will, but that's just my opinion. All right, but I've seen a lot of people saying that it's going to skip the Series X. We'll have to wait and see, though. But if anybody can get it to work, if any third party can get their games to work very good on Xbox, CD Projekt Red can do it, and Rockstar does it. That's just the reality, right? That's our reality that we're in. Okay. So, but man, if you all don't have a whole lot else, we've kind of gone over the Xbox shutting down its handheld. This could have fooled me, yeah, right. We have confirmed that you can't buy a Series console at Target or Best Buy. Even GameStop was added now to that list. Don't know about Walmart. I don't know if you all. Well, let's check Walmart before we get out of here. Go ahead and do that. Let's check Walmart and Costco because those are some huge retailers. So, Walmart Series X. I'm just going to see what's happening. Because they still may have them at Walmart. Let's see here. It says 100 plus bought since yesterday. So let me close that. Hold on, let me go back over here. I'm just gonna add it. Let's see if we can get it. Well, you can only buy one. Nope. Oh no! I mean, I'll put it on the screen here. Oh no! Oh no! All right, so here, let me put it on the screen. Let's see here. Here we go. Let me go back over here. Let's. And there it is at the bottom of the screen on the right hand side. You see the price. It says max, you can only get one. And then it says shipping, pickup, and delivery. There is no pickup available. There is no delivery available, but you get free shipping. It'll just, what that means is that they will ship it to the store. Then you will go back into the very, back department there is in Walmart, that big old customer service department, and then you will show your receipt, probably on your phone, or you can print it out. You can go to Walmart actually to the customer service, show them a receipt, and they will print out a receipt. So, and then you have to walk to the back, and then you have to go ahead and get your console. But it's not in store where it says pick up. That means I can't go to the store physically right now. And this is the Walmart that's closest to me. 09, that is a super center. They don't have them either. Holy cow. Holy moly guacamole. Or I would say it in French. Holy, is it vache? Holy Vosh. Unbelievable. This is really happening, people. I can't. Wow. Like, shut me down. Holy cow. But it's right there. So I don't want to hear people say you're slamming the Xbox. I'm not doing that. I'm actually showing you evidence that they can't get it ready for you. I mean, that's bad. I mean, like if I go to Walmart and say, I did a Series X console, you better get it all ready for me. And that'd be it. This is terrible. I mean, I'm laughing because I can't believe it, guys. You're like, well, you're laughing because I can't believe it. So let's check Costco here. Let's try Costco. Maybe Costco has it. So let's see here. I can't believe they're getting. There it is, Costco Series X. I mean, I don't. I don't know what it's gonna say. That's Costco. So let's see here. Oh, let's just do Costco. Alrighty, let's shop. Let's do Xbox. Let's see what pops up. No, they don't even have it. Hold on. Let me try that again. I could have put this in wrong. Hold on. Series X console. Oh no, they don't even have them. Look, I mean, you see that there's something else I can call it. Let's call it Xbox Series. And somebody can clip this because I can't believe this. They don't have them. Oh my! All they got is gift cards. Oh no! No! Oh no! This is really happening. Oh no! Like you can't even go get one. No! I mean, this is crazy, man. Oh no! I'm looking at everything. You get a gift card, that's $100. That's for members, okay. And then they have the gift cards up here. That's actually a good deal. You get $100 with a gift. You can get 4 $25 gift cards for $90. You get $10 off. See, you can get that delivered. See, nothing they have Xbox wise is in stock. It is not in stock. That's what I'm looking at. If you want to know, well, what are you looking at? I'm just trying to make sure. Hey, what's that? Oh, Chanel. Okay. Wow. I mean, I'm not. Look, listen. I am not doing this to make fun or mock. They don't have it. They can't get it ready for me. So, oh my gosh. I mean, whoa, no. I mean, it's all. This is bad, man. This is bad. I mean, that's wow. Holy cow. So, Outsider Gaming Night says no more Xbox Series. Well, look, we looked at Costco, Walmart. I mean, we looked, all right? Costco, Walmart, Target, Best Buy. None of them can get it ready for me. I mean, I can't physically walk into the store and get a Series console. They're gone. I can order it and have it delivered to the store. So what that tells me is, shout out to what Sick Humor was saying. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that, all right, so what it means is that they don't have any in the store. So what they want you to do is they're only going to buy it from Microsoft or order it from Microsoft if you directly get it. So you have to either walk into the store and say, order me one, here's the money, or you can order it online and they may give you a discount or something like that. Holy smoke. I can't believe this day is here. It is here. So the Xbox purge is real. Costco does have Switch 2s, though, for launch day. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, I heard they're one of the stores that will have them. Phantom Blade going to be out soon. It's supposed to be out next year, but we'll have to. But should we get some more information on it soon? I think we will get some more information on it. But that's wow. Like I said, if you're for me, and I asked you guys what were the games you were more interested in seeing this year, my top two were Exodus and Judas. After that, I would take a step down and say Ghost of Yotei, but I'm already buying Ghost of Yotei. I'm buying college football. I'm buying Madden. So I'm buying and Mind's Eye. Shout out to you guys for helping pay for Mind's Eye. It's already pre-ordered. I'm just waiting for the charge to go through. So wow, holy cow! You can't. I mean, we can now officially say you can't buy. And this isn't my city. You all need to check your own cities. If you live out of the United States, make sure you check your own stores. In my city, you can't buy one at my major outletted stores, which are Walmart, Best Buy, Target, and you know they don't have them at Sam's Club. If they don't have them at Walmart, they don't have them at Sam's Club either. So, wow. Holy smoke. Maybe Xbox didn't want to pay import fees or something. This is weird. No, I mean, just... I don't know. They're pushing people. That's true. I believe they're pushing people out of their ecosystem because I've seen a lot of people claiming that they're buying pros now, or they're buying PlayStations, or like I said, the one guy on my timeline traded in his Series X and his regular PS5, and he got his in-store credit at GameStop. His in-store credit was for. I mean, he got the Pro for like $142. Like, that's how much it is. Wukong treatment for Series S. Possibly. Scott Free says only Series S available here. So that means you can walk into the store and buy it. Scott Free, where do you live in the United States? You have to tell me the state you live in. Do you live in the States or are you out of the States? So this, can you give us that much? Plus, Ultra says he hopes Mind's Eye is good. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. I think I'll enjoy those type of games. I like those type of games, action. That's why Cyberpunk I thought was fun to play, but I would prefer play behind it over the shoulder. Oh, Mafia. Yeah, I'm on the lookout for that. I need to get some more information about Mafia. So, Microsoft would rather you buy a PS5 because they're putting their Xbox games over there. Yeah. All right, he lives in Georgia. So where he's at in Georgia, they have Series S. So what he is saying is that he can walk into a store and get a Series S. What's up, Ice Queen? How you doing? Oh, it's just guys in the house. That's true. Yeah. Georgia, USA. Yeah. The Pro is lit, especially if you have a good TV. Yeah, again, do not buy a Pro if you don't have the proper TV to take advantage of it. If you have a monitor and it's a 2.0 monitor, it's 2.0, stay with the regular PS5. Stay with the regular PS5. Because your PS5's HDMI cable is 2.1, and it will detect that it doesn't have that extra signal coming in. So just you have to get a 2.1 monitor. Here, let me show you one that I'm looking at. Let's see here. Because I just looked at this when I was playing my music. Was it this one? Yeah, this one. Now, if you're like me and you don't mind doing the finance thing, here is a good monitor for you. If you have a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox, I'm not going to exclude the Xbox community. I know they're upset, they're hurt. I mean, when I listen to Boomstick talk, which actually makes my dick itch when he's talking, when I'm listening to that dude talk, I actually am now hearing a depressed person. But here, let me take the screen capture off here. I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at, what I'm doing research on right now, monitor-wise, because I'm going to get rid of my PS5 I have, my normal one, and put the Pro in my bedroom. I'm actually looking at this one. I've never heard of this company before. I don't know if you all have, but it seems like it's a pretty solid one. I go right here to these are the comments, and the first one is this guy here says that this is his first game monitor. This is the first gaming monitor he's always gamed on a TV. He has a 55-inch LG, just like me, and I didn't write this. Okay, he's a 55-inch LG OLED, and game on the PS5 Pro. And he says he's really impressed with this monitor. He's no expert on them, but he's impressed with the quality of the picture. It looks as good as his OLED. Because this is a 4K monitor. Remember, I'm looking at an OLED, and I don't know if it will ever come down in price for me on OLED monitors. So it has it says VBR. I think it means VRR. He's able to get 4K 120, HDR, the same things my OLED offered. Right out the box, I had to adjust the colors a little bit to your liking. Everybody has to do that. He's played Call of Duty again. So I look at this, and this guy here says fantastic for everything. These are verified purchase users. This is this month. So I may put this in the cart. So it has built-in speakers. It has 2 HDMI, 1 deep, and then a USB. So again, this is what I'm talking to myself now. This is what I am looking for. So I'm gonna probably says it's an HDR display with 98% RGB, so that's fine. He ran his calibration tools on this yesterday and found that it only has 5%. It was only 5% out of calibration against the magenta color channel, which is fine. Which, again, this is a good one, so I am going to probably buy this. That's why I have C buying it. You can see here, I've looked at other monitors. I like an OLED monitor, but they're just a little bit too expensive for me. So, and that's fine. I'm not going to be, I'll get what I want and enjoy it. You have to learn the word to be content with what you have. You got a Hisense UH7, pretty cheap. Checks all the marks of the Pro. Is that a TV? That's a TV, or is that a monitor? So, the monitor is getting ready. Not yet. I haven't gotten it yet. But see, I don't like stuff like that being delivered and then it's sitting outside. I want it delivered on a Saturday. So I would have to have it delivered Saturday. Guess Microsoft cannot compete with Switch 2. Yeah, I think it's really sad. I don't look, even though I predicted this, I don't like seeing it happen. So it's either the UH7 or UH8. Can't remember the moment. Check. It's probably the 8. All right, it's a TV. Okay. So, Ice Queen says she's looked on Game Store website where she lived, the UK, and all she saw was Xbox Black. All right, so they still have them in the stores. Okay. What I'm saying is over here where I live, in the state I live in, the city I live in, they're not in the major stores anymore. I looked at Costco, Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. Those are your big outlet stores, right? So let's see here. They're dropping the handheld. Yeah, they did. They're giving up. Yeah, I think they have. I think they've thrown in the towel. I think you're gonna always have people who say that think they're always gonna have people to say they're not gonna do it. But based on what I am seeing, that's what I am seeing. Captain America, Brave New World, Disney Plus. Yeah, I enjoyed that movie. I like that and the Thunderbolt movie. I mean, they weren't these big old extravagant movies. They were just grounded movies. But to watch Brave New World, you do have to watch the Eternals. You have to watch the Eternals. So that's all I can really say about it. The Eternals and the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show. Before you watch that movie, watch those 2 shows, and then watch those. And one is a long form show, the Captain America TV show. That's about I think that's 10 shows. So, the Xbox showcase, we will see more Xbox games. Yeah, I mean, I think Phil Spencer prepared everybody for that. I think you're right about that. So, so you still, Throttle Legends, you still want an Xbox? That's fine. Yeah. I mean, if you get what you want, get what you want. So, all right then, guys, I'm going to get on off here. It's 11:15. I know you all are going to be getting it ready for your normal Sunday podcaster. So I think J-Tech will be on today. I assume MBG will be on. Let's see here. Ice Queen says Boomstick was begging for Are you saying Hell Divers 2? Yeah, I mean, again, look, and I think Sony owns that game. I thought maybe Sony just had publishing rights, but I think Sony owns the game. So unlikely that game will be on Xbox. Doesn't mean it's not possible. It just means it's unlikely. So Pride Month, Last of Us, Last of Us goes. Yeah. Ghost of Yote, I'm buying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't have to see a ton. I know Sucker Punch. They're one of my favorite studios. So Nova Red says Sabbath is Sabbath. Okay. Gotcha. Sony owns the Helldivers 2. Yeah, so it's unlikely it's going to go. It doesn't mean it can't. It's unlikely. It's unlikely. So they own Helldivers. They own the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, because they're talking about a Helldivers movie, but how is it going to be any different than Starship Troopers? I mean, that's what it felt like I was playing. When I was like, oh, this is Starship Troopers. So, which is fine. I enjoyed the first. I mean, make this clear. I like the first Starship Troopers. That second one was so bad it made parts of my body just hurt. My knee was hurting. It was so bad. So, Master Chief for Switch 2. What if they do that? Like, what if they announce that for Switch 2? And let's just say it doesn't come to PlayStation, but they put it on Switch. Oh my God. Oh God, this is oh man, the walls of Jericho are gonna come tumbling down. So, all right then, you all take it easy. I'll be doing a game cast later on today, probably the college football game. But you all take it easy. Have a good one. Hopefully, I'll see you over there.